Hello guys, welcome yet to another episode of Converse with Katumbi at the Sphere Productions. And today is gonna be an amazing topic. And we know how much fashion affects we ladies and also men, but we're gonna focus on fashion with the ladies. So welcome to an exciting episode talking about fashion and style. So we are joined by the amazing Miss Temi, Dorcas Temi. She holds so many titles. So we're gonna have her introduce herself and tell us more about herself.
Hi. Yeah, my name is Temi Dorcas. First off, I'm grateful to be here and thank you for inviting me. I'm a model. I act sometimes. It's out of hobby. I'm a student at Ford University. I'm pursuing a degree in history and archaeology. I'm in my 4th year and so much more. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell us more about your journey in the fashion industry as a model?
My journey in the fashion industry as a model. I actually started modeling when I was in my 1st year in the university. I had never modeled before. So once I came to university, and then there was some ongoing registration. So me and some of my friends, we decided to join up. We just said, let's just do something, to pass time. But once I started training, I enjoyed it. I loved it. I fell in love with modeling. It brought the confidence out of me. And as I continued forward, I started competing in pageants and also participating in high fashion.
So you're talking about pageantry and high fashion. Can you tell us what is the difference between these two?
High fashion is whereby you model for designers. That is strictly just, there is no competition. A designer comes, they have a show or they have clothes that they need models to showcase on them. So it's plainly that you just go and work for the designer how she feels she wants you to work. For pageant, it's a bit okay. It's a very much different from high fashion. Pageant I'll say has a lot of more training, a lot of details to it, very different turns, very different walking styles, and pageant is more so on competition where you compete on various categories to emerge the best. Yes.
So can we say that whatever motivated you to join into the modeling industry was that you had some free time on hand?
I think, yeah, that was the first thought that came to my mind was I had a lot of free time. Yes, you've just in campus and you don't know how to maneuver. And I also didn't want to do something that will not be productive to me. And I also wanted to do something that will bring out a better version of me.
So what are some of the lessons that you have learned in your fashion journey, in your modeling journey, and what are some of the fashion styles that you feel that every lady should know?
I think for me the most important lesson, I should say lesson, that I learned in modeling and fashion was confidence. It brought out the confidence in me. I was very shy. I used to be shy, so it brought out the confidence in me. It taught me how to do public speaking, and it helped me learn how to relate and build relationship with people. So yeah, that's confidence and relationship building was, I think, the main factor that I learned in my modeling journey. And on the fashion trends, for me, I feel like each individual has their own taste and desires. Personally, I wear to what maybe that day I'm feeling, my moods of that day, where I'm going, what are my plans for the day. You can't expect me to go, maybe if I'm going for an interview, to wear casually. I can't go to a casual place wearing something called a one going for a corporate event. Same as there's various events, there's cocktail dinners, there is high fashion events, there are interviews. So depending on where you're going, I think it's important for people to learn how to dress, especially depending on where they are going. And for example, to an institution, there are institutes that are so keen on your dress code. So it's important to learn also where you are going. When you learn where you're going, it can also bounce back to what you want to wear to where you're going. And it's important for someone to identify their niche, like what are you comfortable in, what are your colors. Different skin tones appreciate other colors more than maybe another color would. So you learn the colors that go with your body, you learn jewelry that go with your body. So it's important to actually learn your own style first so that you can mirror on the trends that are actually going.
So can you share a memorable experience that you had in the fashion industry that left an impact on you?
I said I started modeling when I was in my first year. That was back in 2021, 2022. So after 2021, 2022, 2023 halfway, I took almost an year gap without participating in any pageant, in any modeling activities. So recently, that is roughly 3 months, 2 3 months back. So there was a pageant on the mirroring on the International Youth Day. I decided to go back into the modeling industry, so I went for the auditions, and I was so nervous. I was, going not being in a runway for almost a year was nerve-wracking. So I was like, whoa. And the people who are there were good. So I was like, my confidence was in the high, and so on. So once I hit the runway, I don't know, it was reflexes or instincts. I'm thankful that I did manage to pass through the auditions. So, and the event was actually 2 days later. So the auditions was on a Saturday and the event was going to be on a Monday. So there was no time for like trainings, personal training and all that. And then, the categories, I was like, whoa, what am I going to wear and such and such. So, I had a friend there. She gave me motivation, and then I also called my friend and I told her, you know what, there's an audition that I went, and I'm thankful that I passed, but then I don't know what to do. It is a big pageant event on International Youth Day where it was mirroring on the youths and the impacts they can have on climate, on budgeting, and everything that was getting addressed at that time, especially responding to the mandamano. So it was to create awareness on such. So it was, and the policies that are being made, are the youths aware of the policies that are made in their government? So I knew that was going to be part of the question and answer. So it was so nerve-wracking, but I did compete, and I thank God I managed to be second runners up. I did manage to I competed and I was second runners up. So I felt so proud of myself. It boosted my confidence more, and I was like, I still got this. I still got this. So it was a very proud moment for me. Yes.
So what role does confidence play in how a woman displays themselves in the fashion industry, and what can a lady do to cultivate that confidence?
There's the notion, people see you also on how you dress. You can't go for a interview or a corporate event wearing something that you could have gone on a maybe night out or on a casual meeting. So the how you're dressed already mirrors. It tells the interviewer that, she's not serious, or she's maybe going, she wants to use, the notion of she wants to use her sexuality to get the job. So I think what you've worn mirrors a lot on what you're doing also. So yeah.
So what role does confidence play in how you present yourself through fashion, and how can women cultivate that confidence?
Confidence is a key factor to women. I think for women, we are confident. As per what I've recognized, we are confident, but we also need a bit of a push. We need a bit of confidence booster in yourself. You have to believe in yourself, and also having a cheerleader on your side is a very important confidence boost. So when you're confident, it paves way to a lot of opportunities, to a lot of relationship building and networking. Once someone spots, and I think confidence is so radiant, someone can spot how confident you are from a conversation you talk to them, from how you're networking to them, from your articulation on and the subject topic on how you're talking. So for I believe women should maintain their confidence. We are, I should say, we rule the world.
Yeah.
We are the nurturers of this world.
Yeah.
So once you've understood yourself, you have understood your environment, you have understood what you need to project and to the environment, your confidence will pave way for a lot of things.
So we all know that not everyone is born with that confidence. That confidence of today I feel like I wanna put on some crop top. I wanna put on some ripped jeans. Nobody was born with that confidence. How can you tell that person who wants to dress this way but is afraid of how that dressing is going to mirror onto others? So they have not that, they lack that confidence. How can one cultivate it?
I believe positive affirmations are a key factor to one's self-confidence. So when you mirror that to yourself, you affirm yourself, you believe in yourself, it mirrors a lot. So yeah, I think positive affirmations is the way to go.
So in your opinion, what are the key elements of a timeless wardrobe? And could you elaborate on a few pieces that you think are essential in your wardrobe?
A timeless wardrobe, I believe you should have a couple of official wears, maybe palazzos, dresses, official tops and cardigans and blazers. Especially we are in a corporate world, so I think that's important. I also believe you should have a timeless. For me, I'll always say you should have cute dresses. Demure dresses.
Demure.
Yes, demure. Demure, classy, and respectful. This is something you can wear for a corporate dinner, for example. Something you can also wear during a day event. Also, depending on where you're going, especially we are at the coast. So, something coastal like, something sunny. I believe I personally I love sunny dresses. Yeah, so for me that's a timeless. In my wardrobe I must have summer dresses, corporate attires. Yeah, so for me that's my timeless wardrobe.
So how do you approach styling outfits for different occasions? What tips can you share for styling those occasions smoothly?
I believe that Pinterest should be a girl's best friend. So, yeah, there is always trending topics. There is TikTok, there is Instagram. But I also said it's important to know your niche. It's important to know what you feel comfortable in. Don't dress in something that you just saw and liked, yes, but you're not comfortable in. You're not comfortable. So it's yeah. Pinterest should be a girl's best friend. There is TikTok, there's Instagram, there's trendy fashion hashtags. So, yeah, it's when you look at that, it can help you be able to understand what you want to wear, what your taste is.
So what challenges have you faced in the modeling industry, and regarding body image and representation, and how have you navigated those challenges?
Some of the I'm a freelance model. I'm not assigned to any agency, so sometimes it's hard to get gigs or opportunities, especially if you're not assigned to an agency. So because they make it easier. They catalyze with your manager and all that. But for me, I felt working with managers is tricky because of the high cut that they cut you from, especially when you're the one doing a lot of the work. So, and also so many incidents of how managers misuse or mishandle models, especially female models. And we say that a lot of people consider models as just something, as just showing off the body and all that. So in so many aspects, you find they are sexualized. Just people start viewing them as just, body images, how they're looking, how curvaceous they are, how beautiful they are, how toned they are, and they forget that these are also people. It's something that they love doing, yes, but it doesn't measure to how they see them. So it has been quite a challenge on that, and how people see that maybe models get it so easily, they get connected to people so easily, and they have to pay maybe with their bodies and all that. That's a very huge misconception. And it's I think it comes about mostly with how people sexualize them, and I think that should be a concept that should be changed, and people should be more open-minded and positive.
So can you share your thoughts about sustainable fashion, and how can women incorporate more eco-friendly fashions into their wardrobes?
On sustainable fashion, I think we should go for fabric and material. I think Kenya is not incorporating so much on their. We have cottons in Kenya, so I think we should invest more on production and manufacturing here, instead of always importing. Even something as simple as yarn, we still import. You see, and we have farmers who are into this agricultural business. So I think we should go for fashion also that is sustainable, such that you don't have to wear an outfit only once. Something that you can also wear it twice or thrice. And at Kenya we have vitenges and kangas and these lessons, and people are not embracing that. We have so very good fabrics, and I love the fact that as much as we have not reached that level yet, but there are companies such as Zia. They have sustainable fashionable clothes. They promote their own brand here in Kenya using Kenyan products, and unfortunately you'll find it's most people go for clothes that are from outside imported because it's cheaper. So we should work so much on our own production, whereby it will reduce the cost of buying our own clothes.
So what fashion trends do you see emerging in the coming years, and do you think that will affect the future fashion industry?
So on emerging trends, I love how you're incorporating the 19th fashion. We've brought out corsets. Maybe 4 years back, 10 years back, it wasn't something trendy. It wasn't fashionable. It was, vintage. But I love how we have vintage bodies. We've brought back corsets. We've brought out the old-fashioned styles, and I love it. It's bold. It's we remember our roots. We remember where we are coming from, and I mean, it's so demure and cutesy. Yeah.
So thank you so much for gracing our show today, and it was really nice to have you here, and I hope we'll have you again. I mean, we have so many topics to talk about. Today we've just covered an inch of the fashion industry. There is still the modeling industry, and I hope that as you advance more in the fashion and modeling industry, you're gonna collect much more data, so that you can have another amazing talk. So thank you so much for gracing us. So can you give a last word to our viewers and tell them bye bye, or you can also tell them your platform so they can find you on social media.
And thank you so much for having me. It's been a wonderful experience and learning, and yeah, I enjoyed myself. Also, my pages are under Miss Temi. And also, I think the last word I'll say for today is, I think the most important thing is to have positive affirmations. They bring about confidence. They bring about also, it makes you happy and glowy and smiley. And for me, my mantra will also continue to be smiling. Always smile. It makes you more beautiful. It makes you forget also your problems, and have a lovely day.
So thank you so much for watching our video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Hit that button, and always remember to come back for another episode. So thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye.